Hello students, you are welcome to today's lesson, which happens to be the 7th one for the course GNS 101, Use of Library. In the course of today's lecture, we are going to discuss the various sources of information in the library. For today's lecture, we are going to concentrate on the print materials, that is books that are in print form. I hope you have a refreshing time in the class. Thank you. Definition of information materials. The various information materials in the library can be regarded as sources of information. They can also be classified as books and non-books. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to 1. Explain what is meant by general books and mention the various reference materials in the library. General books. These are books that are regarded as textbooks of various subjects or courses. Each contains knowledge that has been put together by a writer or group of writers. In a case of more than one author writing a particular textbook, the contribution of each author is not specified, which means that all the authors take equal credit for the book. There are also reference books. Reference materials are those information sources that are not read from cover to cover. This means you are not expected to read them from page 1 to the last page. Reference materials are only consulted for pieces of information. Examples include dictionaries, encyclopedias, and some other ones. We start by discussing the dictionary. I'm sure you are very conversant with this reference material. A dictionary can simply be defined as a list of words in alphabetical order. In the course of listing words, a dictionary gives you certain information like the origin, usage, syllable, and parts of speech of the particular word. There are different types of dictionaries. We have general, subject, and special dictionaries. The encyclopedia is a document that contains information on people, places, subjects, and various things. The encyclopedia could be grouped into two major types, which are general and subject encyclopedias. A general encyclopedia contains information on important personalities, group of people, ethnic groups, places, and things, while a subject encyclopedia only talks about a particular subject area. For example, the Encyclopedia of Science and Technology. Handbooks and manuals. Handbooks and manuals are similar. They guide you on how to do certain things. For example, you have handbooks of cooking, handbook of university admission, handbook of repairs, and some other ones. Yearbooks. These are books in which important events in a year are put together chronologically, meaning that the events are arranged going by the time they happened. There is a yearbook for every year. Okay. Directories are documents that list the names of various places like hotels, giving their addresses and telephone numbers. Guides enlighten travelers on how they can locate a particular place. Sometimes they describe places, mentioning what to expect in terms of food, hospitality, language, and other things like weather. Atlases. I'm sure you are very familiar with these ones. These can be described as collection of maps. Gazetteers are also geographical reference materials, and they discuss various geographical places in a town or village, including hills, mountains, rivers, and some other ones.
Bibliography, abstracts, and indices are the reference materials that help you to know the published general books and journals. They are similar, yet they have certain features that make it possible for you to differentiate one from the other. While a bibliography will just give you the list of the various books on a particular subject, an abstract will give you the summary of the content of each book, while an index will give you the topics or items that you can read from each book or journal. By way of summary and conclusion, in this lesson, you have learned about general books, which are also called textbooks. These you can read from the first page to the last page, depending on the content and the extent of its relevance to your need. You have also learned about reference books, which you do not have to read from the first page to the last page. Knowing about general and reference books or materials will help you to know which type to consult when studying or conducting research.